Welcome everybody. I'm here again in the beautiful Pineider boutique with my friend Andrea Nanni,
Hello.
who wants me again to talk about pens.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes. I'm
So,
guilty.
before we start, as you know, we know each other, shall we remove our mask so people can listen to us in a better way?
Absolutely.
We have the right distance, so we respect all the regulation and laws.
Yes, let's do that.
Grazie Andrea.
Grazie a te.
And what do you want to talk about today?
Well, today I would love to talk about one of your newest creation, the Back to the Future fountain pen. Well, I've been amazed by some of its characteristics, okay? But first, let me introduce it. We have talked about it, some time ago. You told me that you were working on something which should pay a tribute to Pineider history. So is that correct?
Yes, this is one of the reasons that was able to move me to design this pen. First of all, I work in a company that has over 200 years of history.
Yes.
And we don't have a detailed, map of all our history, of course, but for sure we have some good signs of them. That I created this pen because I wanted to talk about what Pineider was, especially after Second World War, when the company was relaunched in a fantastic way.
Thank you. First thing first, the box is absolutely amazing. It's stunning just, seeing it from these points of view. Shall we unbox it?
Yes, this, to unbox a pen is one of the biggest pleasures,
I know perfectly.
There we have a beautiful box. Why so big for such small pen? This is the pen, but the secret is not the pen, is a beautiful box that's just behind. The book is 1949, written from Pierluigi Pizzi, The Year of the Patient.
Wow.
Now, the book was printed on photographs and facts on 1949, just after Second World War, when Italy was harsh to go back to real life, to normal life, destroyed from bombs, and willing, I will say with the help of the Americans, to go back and rebuild our nation. Pineider was a true part of this rebuilding, and this book that was printed a few years ago was printed with all the famous people, actors that were acting in Italy at that time. Now, the question you should ask me, Andrea, what this book has to do with the pen? Or with the name of the pen?
Yes, of course.
So you were going to ask me just this question?
Well, before asking that question, I would like to say a word about the box, because this is a truly collector's item, and I think, but I might be wrong, so correct me if I'm not right. I think that this is the first time that you get a book with a pen.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Correct. And it was too much, a good occasion to write and read the Pineider history.
That's remarkable, yes.
And now you can, why to call it Back to the Future?
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask you. Because, I've been hearing a lot about this.
Have you seen the movie Back to the Future?
Of course.
Ah, you saw it?
Of course. Does it have anything to do with that? With
Of
the pen?
course, not with the movie, but the name was too good to remember that Back to the Future is not a trip to the future, but it's a trip to the past.
Yeah.
Like the guy was willing to visit his mother before he was born, even before she was married, I am just going back nearly 75 years to Pineider history to see what and how Pineider and Italy was done this whole year.
Yes. Also, another thing which is very peculiar about this pen is its design. So, will you tell me something about that? I think it's kind of new.
Thank you for the question, because if you remember, the trip to the future, or let's say trip to the past, was made with DeLorean.
Yeah, of course.
That was a huge car of the 80s. And this is our car. This is our tool to visit and write the Pineider history. This is our Back to the Future pen. A very modern tool to visit 75 years, the last 75 years of history of Pineider.
Like last time we were talking about the clip, I just noticed what you told me. Of course, the clip is different. It's still the feather, but different from the other Pineider models. Also, this design looks kind of futuristic, even though it's inspired by the past, which is
again, you see, we are playing about again future and the past. Really, the tool that inspired me to do the pen was not very modern. It was the first writing instrument used for the people. That was the calamus.
Yes.
So the bamboo cane cut in a 30 degrees angle, exactly like is the pen, and made it to write. So the bamboo cane is empty, you put ink inside and you can write. So this is the writing instrument who made the history until the feather.
Yeah.
So as you see, again, I'm not just here for a case. I'm building the Pineider history through different historical writing instruments.
I noticed that 949 pieces were made, just like the year.
Yeah, it was the occasion to write the same number 949. That
Yes.
is the year of the patience.
Yes.
They're waiting to go back to life. It's not a little bit the same, case. We are all now under a COVID situation and want to go back to normal life.
Yeah.
This means to teach us how is beautiful our regular life, how is we are attached to life. This is beautiful.
This is a piston feeder, right? Or will you explain to me how does it work?
Can I give you a better explanation?
Of course.
Piston filler is only a part of the pen, but it's not the most important focus of the pen. You can see that the pen, first of all, the focus is the material. This is the first time that a carbon fiber in this shape was used in a writing instrument, that I called it carboiridium. If you look closely, the color changes depending from the reflection of the light.
I was about to ask you about that because the pen is quite.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it is big, but still it feels very light. I think it's due to the carbon fiber.
This is carbon fiber material. This is not by itself an innovation. What is the innovation is the material. And the second innovation is the shape, because was never designed a pen with this such, particular shape. Second point, another big innovation is the clip.
Yeah.
The clip again is a feather, but this time is designed to be extremely modern. A break, something totally different from the other feather that I designed, but with a huge innovation, not outside, but inside.
What do you mean?
That the mechanism of the clip is inside the clip.
Yeah.
This is a micro mechanism built in the clip, and this is designed to be lifetime. It's incredible how much strong is the spring. The little dent allows you not to lose the pen, and is rounded to avoid to damage your precious tissue.
Yes.
The other point, that when you remove the cap, that is a magnet, the pen will never change its design, because when you remove and you put in the back,
Wow.
it's matching perfectly the design.
Seamlessly. Yeah, there is no
Bravo.
interruption. No interruption.
Bravo,
at all.
bravo, bravo. This is the right word, seamless.
Yeah.
Is extremely precise technology. The pen is built in with 100 millimeter tolerance.
Wow. That's all.
The pen is made of many parts inside, many of them glued in, as the famous, the kill nib, that is not a big point anymore because it's an excellent writing nib, but is very good for daily writing, The pen you can put in your jacket or as well in your shirt. It's no
Yes.
problem. Very practical for daily use and absolutely stunning design. And in the back you can see the number, the name of the pen, all the information relating to the pen, and the piston fiddler can be activated in a very simple way by just moving back and forth, the rotating, that is protected from accidental spilling.
Yes, I understand.
Even if you pause the pen, many fountain pens with piston suffer this problem. If you pause the pen and you rotate the cap, they will spill out the ink.
Yes, it happened to me dozen times.
With another brand.
Of course. We don't mention it. Very
Better,
famous
better,
brand.
better. We are not here to talk about other brands.
Of course.
But with this pen, you cannot even rotate it. This is tucked in, perfectly matching. You can remove, put in the front, done. And I can tell you one more. The gripping section
Yes.
was, diamond cut to give you a better grip to your finger. So the pen was not designed only to be a huge writing instrument, but a daily writing instrument.
You just answered all the questions I was about to ask. So
Really?
next time you just talk, I will go to have a coffee or do
No,
something else.
no, it's no way, no way.
But
I love you too much to stay here talking about pens with you. It's an absolute pleasure.
But please, one more word about the material. I have held other pens in carbon fibers, your forged carbon La Grande Bellezza, but it feels very different. Forged carbon La Grande Bellezza is in forged carbon, so the feel was more on the silky side. This one feels more. How would you describe it?
I answer with the question.
Oh, now
What is the best quality of myself? Is innovation, correct?
Yeah.
So, do you expect me to give you another pen, or you want something really new?
That's a good answer.
So, this is the answer.
Yes.
When I do something and I design a new pen, my aim, my love, is to discover.
Yes.
And I'm never afraid to change. I always like to put myself in the run again.
I know you are like that. I never write with my cap posted because with other brands they usually feel wobbly or unpleasant or they're not balanced. This is not wobbly at all. It fits perfectly. It's like it doesn't. Well, the first time I saw this pen, I thought that it was a retractable nib by the design.
Yes.
I was convinced. Yeah. So seamless. I think we covered everything, at least what I wanted to talk about this pen. So thank you again for your availability and see you next time.
Again, it's a pleasure. Don't forget to go back to your mask.
Oh, of course, yes. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you next time.
Ciao.